We've got a long history in sleeping bags and insulation. We thought some of the knowledge we've learned over the years from that could very easily be put into sleeping mats, and we can very quickly come to understand how they work and what we can do to improve them. When we're designing sleeping bags, it's all about eliminating cold spots. So we use box wall construction and things like that. That understanding is something we've been able to bring into the mats, and we're using a similar box wall construction throughout. From the recent Solar Ultra and Solar Eco sleeping bag ranges, we developed a new synthetic recycled insulation for those, and this is performing really well, so immediately we had something we could then use inside the sleeping mats for a similar end purpose. Another technology we've been able to use is our tilt reflective technology. So a layer of this inside the mat helps to reflect radiant heat back to the user. We've got experience of developing recycled fabrics from recent sleeping bag projects. So again, we've applied our expertise to this and developed brand new recycled fabrics for the outsides of the mats. So from creating rucksacks, we've also got knowledge of foam and foam construction methods. So we've used this to choose and shape the foam inside our Exosphere mats. If you're lying on the floor now, the first way you'd be losing heat was conduction from your body touching the floor. And what we've immediately done is put a layer between the sleeper and the floor. We've got to insulate that gap. If it's just air underneath you, that air will move and swirl and you'll lose that heat through convection. So the Exosphere mat uses foam to fill that space, full of tiny little insulative air pockets. On the Stratosphere and Ionosphere mats, the insulation is stretched across the chamber of the mat and is like a cobweb which traps that air in place, creating little air pockets which can warm up and provide a layer of warm air between you and the floor. The final trick we use is on the Ionosphere mats. We have a layer of the tilt which provides an extra barrier and reflects radiant heat back to the user. So a pure air mat typically has an R value of 1 or less, which is fine for sleeping in a warm summer's day. But once we add the insulation to that mat, we can bump that R value up to 4 or 5, which makes it a 3 or 4 season year-round mat. This insulation not only keeps you warm in the winter, but it would keep you cool in the summer if you're sleeping on a warm floor. So it actually works in both directions. Most of our mats use the same hybrid rectangular shape. When we were first looking at the mats, we tried all different shapes and different ways of sleeping on the mats, and we didn't want to compromise on a good night's sleep. So we've rounded the ends of the mat slightly to save some weight, but the overall shape of the mat is mainly rectangular so that you can sleep in different positions and get a nice comfortable night's sleep. All of our mats currently prioritise comfort and warmth. We're the masters of insulation, so primarily we've come to the market to give you a great night's sleep in conjunction with our sleeping bags. So all of our mats currently are either 5 or 8 centimetres thick, and then they've all got medium to high levels of warmth for 3 or 4 season use. So all of the mats use a flat mount, low profile valve on the bottom. So you can add air using our inflation sac, which rolls and pumps air through this one-way valve. And this stops the moisture from your breath getting into the mats, which could cause kind of mold or mildew. And then to deflate the mats, you open this valve secondary function, you pull the centre of the valve out to open it again, and then your mats can easily be rolled up and deflated. So it's a small range of mats, but designed to appeal to a wide range of users who are looking for 3 to 4 season use and a great night's sleep.